Alrighty, so going into this part of the Let's Play, I kind of have to make a little bit of a confession, and that is that I don't really enjoy this part of the game that much. I do like Gathering the Clouds for some reason. I think Gathering the Clouds is a fun level, but in terms of the levels leading up to it, I don't really care for Warm Welcome or Inside Information. And that's a very subjective thing. Like, I know that a lot of people are really going to like this part of the game. So I'm going to do my absolute best to kind of play it and enjoy it the same way that I've been playing and enjoying the other levels. For all of you who actually really enjoy this part of the game, I want you to have a good experience watching this. Obviously, I went down here, grabbed all this stuff kind of down here. But, like, this isn't going to be one of the levels where, like, if I miss some stuff, I'm going to care a lot and I'm going to reload my save and go back and try to, like, find everything that I missed. I don't really care that much with this level. And the same thing with the next level especially. I think that Inside Information is actually just about the worst level to try to 100% in this entire game, which is why the next level I actually just don't care at all if I don't get everything.
Past nightfall.
That's sad.
Strange things prowl the
This level
streets
does
at
have
night.
kind of a pretty environment, and it's kind of, I think in terms of all of the levels, this is probably the closest level to the design and spirit of Unexpected
You
Party.
must be the expert treasure hunter
You've
who
kind of just
travels
got
with
all
the
these NPCs
dwarves.
sitting
You
around who you can
certainly
just
are a
talk
curious
to at
looking
any
creature.
point.
Well, I could say the same of you. Pleased to meet you.
I love how Bilbo just isn't in the camera at all during that
You
shot.
must be the
Like, he
expert.
is barely, but not really.
I don't know about dragons, but I do believe in the king under the
Oh, nice,
mountain.
she has a second
Thorin's
dialogue.
return brings a new age of
I actually
prosperity.
didn't know that. That's kind of cool. Anyway,
These people
what's up,
treat us
Gloin?
like kings. It feels good to be a legend.
I'm sure it does, Mr. Gloin. Okay, we already talked to Thorin. I'm
You
gonna
should
talk
speak
to
with the
Dwalin.
master of Lake Town. His hospitality is exceptional.
You know what? I believe you. I'm not gonna worry about that right now, because I've got other things to do. Like, go around and collect things. Actually, you know what? I lied. I
Good
am actually going
evening.
to...
And to you.
Hi.
You're a lovely vision this night.
Oh, thank you, kind sir.
Cool. Anyway, red courage point. Hi there, guys. How we doing?
This is Bard, the captain of the town guard. We've heard of your many talents. We have a task for you.
Fun.
I hear they call you an expert treasure hunter. We need someone who can move unseen. The local
Unseen,
wine
you say?
merchants are in an uproar.
Well, I've got
Their
this
wine
little
barrels are being
thing
stolen
called
at night.
the
We
Ring
want
of
you
Power.
to watch the wine stores.
What it
If
does
you
is
see
when I
anyone
put it on,
suspicious, follow him.
it allows me
Don't
to
let
turn
him see you.
invisible.
If you learn anything, come to me.
This is very important, Mr. Baggins. Your assistance in this matter is vital.
Will you help?
I am grateful for the hospitality you showed us after such an uncomfortable barrel ride. I would be glad.
Oh yeah, the last part
Please
definitely
accept
ended with
this
the
as a
barrel ride,
token
didn't
of
it?
our gratitude.
That's kind of funny. And then he just gives me money. He's like, here, have a bunch of money. It's a sign of our, like, friendship or something. Anyway. I'm gonna go down this way. And I'm also gonna save at this save pedestal. Because next we get to do some fun things. Like,
Ah, a perfect place to hide.
like hide, I guess. Yo. Gonna just put on my ring and pop behind these boxes.
That must be the thief. If I don't keep quiet, he'll see me.
Yeah, I better be very quiet so he doesn't see me. Man, that's crazy. Bro's just chilling. Wouldn't want Bro to see me. Would be very, very bad if he seed me. Bro ain't never gonna catch me.
Him.
Bro ain't never gonna catch me.
Better hurry or he'll get away.
As a matter of fact, I'm so sneaky. Look at how stealthy I am. Bro don't even know where I am. Gem. There's Bro. Oh, that's, safe. Okay. Me not know where Bro is. That's fine. Bro ain't gonna catch me. Look at how sneaky I'm being. Can he see me behind here? I don't think he can. I'm the sneakiest. I'm the sneakiest hobbit who ever hobbited. As a matter of fact, hi? You know, I love this game sometimes. It works as intended, and nothing ever goes wrong with it. Okay, where is bro? There's a save pedestal that's actually kind of over here that's intended to be used later in the level. And if you save at that save pedestal and then happen to die to the thief, a bunch of weird, wacky things happen that you don't actually want to happen. It causes like things to glitch out and stuff. Because reloading in the middle of the thief quest while the thief is moving just doesn't function properly.
What is that?
Oh, nice, he heard me. I don't like that. Anyway, bro lowered the bridge from the other side. Can you believe this? Oh yeah, now you look behind here. And then when he goes over here, he kind of just disappears. We can actually see him disappear from right here. Maybe we can't. I may have lied. But anyway, I can just kind of...
Strange. I'd better tell
Oh
Bard.
man, the thief disappeared in this corner where there's also a door. I wonder where he could have gone.
I'll have to talk with him about these missing wine barrels. Mr. Baggins, you've done Lake Town a great service. In appreciation, I'm making you an honorary member of the Town Guard.
Oh,
Is there anything else
absolutely.
I can do to help?
A shipment of crates has just arrived.
I'm so
The
excited to
master
have
believes
more
they
work
contain
to do.
something the thieves desire. See what's inside them. Please, accept this. Lake Town
Are you gonna
is
give me
grateful
more
for your
money?
service.
I like money. Oh no, it's just a health potion. You know what? I'll take that. Health potions are also nice. So many things. As a matter of fact, you know what? Let's go back here and do more, things. You know what? I think there's more stuff for me to collect as well. I'm gonna save. And then I'm just going to go over here because I know that there's more stuff to collect over yonder. That's not what I wanted to do. There we go. There's these. Didn't want to fall off, so I had to be careful there. And then I'm just gonna go over this way. With the rope. Let's see if I can actually make this time. Yeah, easy. For some reason it bugged out on me the first time. Hey, what's up, Keely?
I've wanted to visit the Lonely Mountain all my life.
Bilbo, it's not very nice of you
can't
to just
believe I'm
not look at
finally
people
about
when
to
they're
see it.
talking to you. Yeah, look at the dwarf when he's talking to you.
Sure is nice of the master to take such good care of us. You should thank him if you get the chance.
Bro, I tried and he just sent me off on a fetch quest to do more stuff.
Balin and Thorin are the only ones who have ever been inside Lonely Mountain. I'm very eager to see our new home.
That's fun. Anyway, I think it's time to go off and do more stuff.
This is the warehouse. Time to see what's inside.
I'm sure. Right here, there's actually a little grabbable ledge on the other side that you can kind of just jump and grab. It's a neat little thing. Saves a little bit of time and effort over, you know, having to get over here the normal way. It's a lot easier than getting over here the normal way, too. These ledges are actually really annoying because for some reason you can grab a side of them that's not supposed to be grabbable, like the underside of them. And if you do that, then the game's, like, attempt to put you on the ledge, on the grabbable part of it, just completely bugs out. Like, the game has no idea what to do with you. This camera is just the worst. Is that everything? I think that's everything down here. Yeah, it's everything. And we are back up. Nice. There is another little thing, and this one is just objectively a glitch, but just because I want to show it off, I'm going to go ahead and do it. So if you stand right here on this little pillar, and you don't even have to stand on the little pillar, but it makes it easier to stand on the pillar. If you stand here and aim for this little mountain right here, and then do a long jump and jump attack, you can kind of just land on this invisible floor out here. We use this as a speedrun strat because you can actually do a trick called a slow fall to get to the levels out of bounds and trigger. But there's a bunch of other stuff you can do, like run way out here and see the rest of the underneath of the level load in under the water. Not really anything super useful you can do with that, other than just see stuff. But it's kind of cool to look at, in my opinion. Also, you can look at how this wheel just kind of exists with no collision. Again, neat little thing, I suppose. Anyway, I'm going to reload my save, so I don't have to jump in the water and die and, you know, arbitrarily increase my death count. Which I believe is still at just like 1 or 2. I don't actually remember what my death count's at, but I also don't really care. And now, we're gonna head down here. This cutscene's unskippable, so even if I didn't want to watch it, I would have to.
An ambush! What are goblins doing in Lake Town?
Bro, goblins just kind of here. You know what? What? Hold on. Bro. There we go. They all dead. Where to now? Chest. And then there should be some, yep, some breakables up here. Just fun stuff to grab. Oh, hi. What? Bro, what? There we go. I don't understand this game. 21 rocks. I feel like I should have more rocks. Nice. And then I believe there's also a goblin in here. Maybe not. I think I'm just wrong about that one. Chest. 3, 4, 5, 6. Bro, look at how skilled I am at chest opening. I'm just the best. Absolutely insane chest opener. More chest. Lever. To move rope, even though, even without glitches, you don't really need to move the ropes, because they're kind of just super easy to deal with anyway. As a matter of fact, I'll show off how easy it is to manage without the ropes. So first of all, you climb up here. Why can't I climb up here? I'm like, this is so easy, and then I mess up everything. I mean, first of all, even without glitches, you can kind of just do this. But, like, if you don't want to do that, if that makes things maybe a bit too easy... I didn't even know that you could do that way. Hold on. But yeah, if that makes things a little bit too easy for you, you don't have to do that, because you can kind of just navigate by, like, doing long jumps like that. Okay, that one was a little bit weird, I'll admit. But, you know, it is what it is. You extend that rope, and then you kind of just go over here and walk on the barrier around to get to the other side. Like I said, very straightforward. And you can't even really call this walking on the barrier a glitch, because it's something that is expected of you in later levels, and even at some points in this level. So it is just, like, objectively not even remotely a glitch. It actually kind of leads me to the assumption, and I've had this idea in a little bit in Overhill and Underhill as well, that maybe the original movement mechanics of the game were built differently, like maybe you originally had a different jump height or something like that, and levels like this and Overhill and Underhill kind of just carried over from the older versions of the levels. Again, that's just speculation. I don't really have any proof or confirmation of that.
Bilbo.
But it's definitely
I'm
something
sorry.
that
The warehouse
I've
was more
thought
dangerous
about.
than I thought. Meet me at the
Like,
cider
Overhill
house,
has
Bilbo.
those weird,
I
like,
may have
pushable
something
blocks
else for
that
you to
aren't
do.
actually required for you to make the jumps and stuff like that.
Thieves broke into the armory. They stole many weapons, including my black arrow. The black arrow is of dwarf make. It has been in my family for generations. Some say there's an enchantment on it. I would not have this filth lay claim to it. Bilbo, this cider house is full of useful information, but its patrons know better than to talk to me. Go
That's
inside
crazy.
and see what you can learn from them.
Anyway, ba-doo-ba-doo-ba. Let's go into the cider house and talk to the people. Hey, what's up, Bala?
Welcome to Lake Town, Bilbo. It's good to be back after so long. Ah, I used to play right here when I was a little dwarf.
Cool. Good for
I
you.
hear the stolen weapons are being kept in a warehouse.
Von stole those weapons. In league with goblins, he is. Whatever they're planning, it must be stopped.
Okay.
Welcome to my cider house. Best cider in town, so I say anyway.
I would like information about where the weapons are
Did you
being
hear?
kept.
Thieves took all the weapons in town, keeping them at some warehouse. I bet one of these nasty lot knows where.
Okay. Thanks, bro. How about you?
Vaughn and the goblins stole all those weapons. Do you know anything about it?
Goblins? Then I'm
His name is
through.
Orphis.
No self-respecting thief arms goblins against his own. The weapons are in Renard's
Orphis?
warehouse.
Isn't that the
Now
guy
leave
who
me
dated
be.
Eurydice in Hadestown? That's a joke, by the way. It's a dumb joke, but
Rivers will run gold, they say. Gold! And all because of us!
Dory. Yes, my favorite fish from Finding Nemo. Anyway, ba-dooba-dooba. Let's go ahead and save at the save pedestal. We're having so much fun with this level. I don't know if you can tell how much fun I'm currently having with this. Sorry, don't mean to be a downer. I promise, I'll try to, be more excited. Oh my gosh, it's a man. Can you believe it? There's a man right
Are
here.
you Renard? I hear the stolen
That's Renard.
weapons are being kept
I
in a
can't believe it. That's Renard.
Weapons are being held in my warehouse, aren't they?
They're in his
Suspected
warehouse?
Here's the key.
Wait,
Clean the
he's
place
giving
out,
me a
sir,
key?
For the good of Lake Town.
He's giving... Nice, look, I got a key. I got a key. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. You know what that means? Hold on. Hold on. Is the key gonna work in this warehouse? I bet it is. How much you want to bet it? Oh my gosh. I can't believe it. The key actually let me... Wait, I have a sword? I accidentally pressed the sword button, but it plays perfectly into the gimmick, so I don't even care. This poison is fun to deal with. All I have to do is kind of just not deal with it. And then right here, there's this nice little puzzle of trying to avoid all of the poison and get the courage points as a bonus, but you can kind of just not do any of that by just climbing over. Once again, it's like hilariously easy to do. All you have to do is pull the little lever, and the poison's gone. And now you can just... Yep. 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 Nice. And I think I got all of this stuff too. Yeah, I did. What? How do I do that? Okay. Whatever. That's fine. Not a big deal. I'm gonna go ahead and save at this save pedestal. Climb the ledges. Climb the rope. And then... you know what? I may as well go the way I'm supposed to go. Wait. What if I just... Bro, why is it not... Okay, fine. Okay, these guys actually just hate me. The glitch is not working. Bro, how did that miss? There we go. I don't want to deal with you, so I'm just gonna snipe all of you with my extra powerful rocks. By the way, this is like only slightly off topic, but I am not an advocate of AI at all, and because of that, I find it really funny when AI makes mistakes about anything. So with that in mind, shoutouts to the YouTube video summary AI for falsely believing that my last part of this Let's Play, which is well over, like, I think it's more than an hour long. But shoutouts to the YouTube AI for thinking that my last Let's Play part ends at like the 50-minute mark. For as far as I can tell, no reason. Like, for some reason, it just assumes the video ends there and will not, like, summarize anything past that point. And also, when I ask it how long the video is, it tells me that it's anywhere from 50 to 55 minutes long. Bro, how did I get poisoned? I say, knowing full well that actually I got poisoned because I clicked the button when the thing was red. Anyway, oh. I guess it doesn't matter because I got an antidote. Nice. Man. Fun. Anyway, we're going to continue on this way. I think what I'm supposed to do now is climb up here and cross these. Yes, okay. Honestly, this level is really, really weirdly designed because, like, even the first time I ever played it, I kind of just accidentally took a bunch of shortcuts without even realizing that they were shortcuts, just kind of assuming that it was the way I was supposed to go. Because, like, some of these paths seem like the really obvious paths. Like, okay, let me show you an example. Earlier, when I was down here, and I came over here, and climbed up here, first time I ever played this, the obvious thing to do, because there were courage points over there, seemed like jumping on here and then just kind of navigating this way. And with how easy it is to do so, I kind of also just assumed that that was the right way to go. But yeah, obviously that skips a huge chunk of the warehouse, which is not what you're supposed to do. Oh my gosh, a goblin who wasn't there 1 second ago.
Yes, and if you don't scuttle your way out of here, I'll run you through with it. Keep away from me, Toad.
Man, he's not very nice, is he? And then Bilbo's just like stare, like, bro, what's wrong with you? And then that rope drops. I'm gonna go ahead and grab that health potion. We'll go ahead and save here. But yeah, this rope lowers, which allows you to jump to this rope, even though, like, this rope is already very easily jumpable too. And then these platforms are the worst. Like, that jump from that rope to that platform is very easy to just not make. But anyway, there we go. Let's go ahead and save. And then I think what you're probably supposed to do is climb back across and climb that rope all the way down, but you don't have to because you can just, like, fall down and be fine. Anyway, time to go back outside.
What do they have planned?
I don't know.
There is an old thief named Malak who spends time in the cider house.
Cool, I'll go visit him.
For years, but he still knows many thieves. He may know the location of the thieves' hideout. Perhaps he will tell a fellow burglar.
Man, so now I get to go back to the cider house? This level's so exciting. I forgot I was doing a excited about everything act. So, maybe I should go back to doing that. I don't know. Let's go in the cider house. I'll go talk to Mr. Malik. Hello, Malik.
Are you Malik?
Why do you disturb me, little one?
Lake Town is
You
in
can tell
grave
that he's
danger.
Malik
Some of
because the
thieves
title
will leave
thing
with
below
goblins.
press
I
enter to
must find
skip
their lair.
says Malik when he's talking.
Oh, tale for one so small, but it has the ring of truth. I'll help you.
Ring of Truth. Get it? Because this is a Lord of the Rings story. Haha, get it?
Been in me family for years.
Ring of Truth.
Golden dagger.
Anyway,
It was stolen years ago.
okay, I actually don't care what this guy has to say, so I'm just gonna skip his text, and then I'm gonna go to his house and get his dagger, because he just talks forever. He's like, you should go get my dagger from my house. It used to belong to me, and for some reason, even though it's still in my house, It doesn't belong to me anymore. So you should go get it. It's a family heirloom of some sort. Anyway, oh wow, we got the dagger, yay. Anyway, time to go back to the cider house. I bet you're never gonna guess what happens once I go back into the cider house and talk to Malik.
At last, me birthright is returned to me.
Bro, it was literally in your house. You could have just walked over. It was unlocked.
You will need 5 bottles to open it. 2 of them are in the cider house. The other 3 bottles can be found in houses marked by the sign of the serpent. The thieves who owned those houses stole the bottles from the...
Anyway, I don't care. Thank you, sir.
Did you know that there is a secret entrance to the thieves' hideout in your cellar?
There is. Oh my. Oh my. Here, take this. Get them out of here.
Get them out of here. Dude, I swear, that guy is the best voice actor in this entire game. Like, I don't know what they told him to get him so excited for the role, but he's just so into it. Like, he's like, them out of my cider house. Anyway, let's go into Orland's house. Orland, like Orlando Bloom. Like, there's a joke here somewhere. I just can't think of it right now. If anyone thinks of the funny Orlando Bloom Legolas joke, can you leave it in my comments section? This is definitely not me trying to, like, bait comments, and definitely me trying to, you know, actually get people to tell me funny jokes in the comments. Actually, you know what? As a matter of fact, you know what? If you have any emotions about this video whatsoever, don't leave any comments. Don't leave me a comment telling me how much you enjoyed this video. Don't leave me a comment telling me how much you agree with me about my opinions on this level. Don't leave me a comment telling me that, I should, like, make more Let's Plays or anything. As a matter of fact, leave me a comment telling me that I shouldn't do any of these things. Because, you know, that way you're not leaving any comments in the YouTube comments section. There's gotta be, like, a funny version of this joke. I just don't know where it is. Anyway,
The dwarves call him a hobbit. It's no child.
this bottle quest has been a lot of fun. I don't feel like doing it anymore. So instead of, doing more bottle quest, I'm gonna finish it. Partially because I have all of the bottle... Oh, right. I have to go talk to Malik to show this off. This is actually kind of insane. So when you talk to Malik when you have all the bottles to get the combination from him, he says this.
The combination escapes me in memory, but I do remember this. Yeller is to the left of red and blue, which is not next to black. Purple can only lie beside black, and none else. Black is to the right of yeller. I regret I can't remember more.
Alrighty. That was fun. We're gonna do something insane now, and that is, we're turning this into a, puzzle-solving video real quick. So, let me just drag up my good old, MS Paint here, and switch this to desktop capture. Where is it? It's right here. Alright, welcome to my wonderful MS Paint. So, we've got a couple rules here. One, that's not big enough text. Hold on. So 1, my caps lock is on. 1, yellow. You know what? Actually, he said yeller is to the left of red and blue, which is not next to black. 2, purple can only lie beside black and nothing else. 3, black is to the right of yeller. So first of all, we're going to correct both yellers to yellow, because I hate seeing yeller. Next, we're going to change this rule right here, which is yellow is to the left of red and blue, which is not next to black. The phrasing of this is really confusing, so we're going to change this into two separate rules. So yellow is to the left of red and blue, and then we're going to say blue is not next to black, because that's what that rule is saying. Blue is not next to black. So now we're going to solve this. It's going to be a lot of fun. So basically we've got 5 colors. So we know that, let me find an actual good tool for this. You know what? Solid color. So we know that yellow, why did it not fill? Oh, I know why. Okay. So, okay, let's do that instead. That works better. Okay, so first of all, we know that yellow is to the left of... That's also not what I wanted to do. Hold on. I'm being very picky about this because I care too much. So we know that yellow is to the left of red and also blue. And we also know that there's a purple and a black. So we know that yellow is to the left of red and blue, which is right here what we have. We also have blue is not next to black, which we have. So we have purple can only sit beside black and nothing else. So we know that if purple can only be next to black, then purple has to be on one of the ends, because if purple is in the middle, then it's next to 2 colors. And we know that purple probably can be on... Hold on, I don't like that either. There we go. Let's try this. Last time. So let's put purple on this end. So now we have black to the right of yellow. We have yellow to the left of red and blue, but we do have blue next to black, so we're just going to switch these two. Let me make sure of this. There we go. Okay, so yellow is to the left of red and blue. That's correct. Blue is not next to black. It's not. Purple is only beside black, nothing else, and black is to the right of yellow. We've got all that, so our order is yellow, blue, red, black, purple. So I will never understand Malik's logic here, where he somehow knows the exact order of the bottles, but doesn't know the order of the bottles at the same time. But anyway, none of that matters. All that matters is that we now have the order of the bottles, which is, in fact, yellow, blue, red, black, purple. So that's the way that we're going to be going here in a minute. However, before I go that way, and before I do anything else, I'm going to close out this stupid Microsoft Paint, because it's taking up like 3/4 of my screen. But before I do anything else down there, I'm actually going to go over here, because there's a little thing that I want to show off that I just think is kind of cool, which is another room that didn't get used in this game, which is this little beta room over here. It never gets used for anything, it's kind of just here. I don't know what it's for, I don't know what it was originally gonna be used for, but it's kind of just here in existence. Oh, nice, that's not what I wanted to do. Actually, I think that'll still work though, hold on. Okay, yes, that was fine. I'm just gonna hop back out now. There we go. And back into this room. There we go. Anyway, now it's time to go into the basement. Down the rope. Down into the basement. And across the little bridge. And now, we get to do epic puzzle solving. Let me try to remember how to set this up. Basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to set up just like a symmetrical pattern here. And then after I do what I need to do with a couple of pieces, I'm just going to swap 2 of them to create a new symmetrical pattern that's pretty much just going to let me solve the entire thing right away. Okay, we want this piece here. And then we want this piece to be over here. The coordination for this, by the way, is really annoying because you have to use the up and down keys to like, well, okay, no, you can use the WASD keys for this whole movement, but in terms of the arrow keys, up and down let you move up and down, but only A and D let you move left and right here. You can't actually use left and right keys to move left and right along these parts. Anyway, we're gonna swap these two now. And then I think that I'll be set. Basically, we got a weird, like, little almost spider arrangement here. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull each of these levers and then just head straight across the diagonal on the other side. And I am skipping the cutscenes to give myself more time to get into these little rooms. Chest. I was afraid I didn't have enough time for that. Is the door ever going to close? There we go. If you interact with the chest while the timer is running, it kind of glitches the sounds out a little bit. So the timer sound actually ends before the door is ready to close. And then both of these levers inside of the rooms have to be pulled in order to open that door on the other side. Wait, no, I want this lever. And if you think this part is exciting, you're going to absolutely love the next room, which is even more exciting than these previous rooms were. Nice, the door opened. How epic. But uh-oh, there's no path to get to the door. We'll have to figure out some way to get to the door now. How are we ever going to do that? Just by switching these, basically. But yeah, that's all we have to do. Time to save again. Oh, by the way, I'll just show it off real quick because I think it's fun. You don't even really have to do any of these puzzles because you can kind of just clip through the doors like that. But I don't want to do that because I've got other things to do in this room. So I'm going to go ahead and reload. Alright, this is the part where... Okay, this button. Yes, okay. In order to open both these doors, you have to do some barrel puzzles, which requires moving some barrels around in a very fun and exciting manner, such as the way I am doing currently. Okay, it's not that one, so it would be... You can tell because if that one's lit up... Okay, this one's lit up now, and the door is a little bit open. How fun. I believe... Yeah, it's the other one. Maybe? Oh, wait, no, I think it's, There we go. Yep, okay. Man, I'm having so much fun with this. Alrighty. Opening chests. I think I actually am going to get all the chests in this level at the very least. Why is this one spinning so slow? Okay, I did manage to get all the chests, so that was fun. However, I think next I have to, like, do some weird, like, stacking on these two buttons over here, if I remember correctly. Not like that, but I believe... Okay. There's a reason that I'm putting the 1 cell on there instead of the 3 cell, because I need both of these collectively, because, you see, the way that this works is that one has 1, and that one has 2, and if you do the math, you see that the button has 3 cells on it, and 1 plus 2 actually equals 3. So you can put the 2 together on there to get 1 plus 2, which is 3, to press down the 3 button, and that will open the door. Anyway, we're gonna continue on now. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I don't know if I have time. Yeah, I knew I was going to run out of time on that. That chest gave me just the exact amount of time. That's fine. I don't really need health for the rest of this level, so not too worried about that. I honestly probably should have exited the chest when I saw that I was that low on time. Oh, nice. I got a better jump attack with my stick. And then, yeah, the last one you need to do is just the one to open the door proper. Or to open the main door. Which, I mean, I already showed, you don't have to do that, but for the sake of, you know, whatever. May as well go ahead and do it the way that the devs intended, which is that on that, and that on the other one, this one. What was that, dude? Oh, nice. I mean, it worked out, so I guess it doesn't matter too much. And time to go on. Oh, didn't mean to skip the cutscene.
Did he do his part?
Yes, he has. And I see you have done yours.
Bro, his name is
Together, we will
Vaughn.
rule this town.
Just so we get the bearded
I like how they
ones.
give the
You
thieves
have the
unique
map?
names, but then the
Indeed.
goblins are all just
Let
called
me
Goblin.
see.
The Black Arrow! If I can sneak past all these goblins and thieves, I can retrieve the arrow for Bard. Here we go.
Okay. So, now we are in a stealth section. I don't really like... How are you inside of the box, my guy? Okay. There's a bunch of stuff going on here. I'm gonna be honest, if I die here, I'm not really gonna be that upset by it. Okay. That's fine. That's not fine. There we go. Okay, I'm up here. I think I'm gonna go over here and save. And then there should be more coins strewn about. Ah, they're right there. I don't like that. I mean, I have some idea on how to get those. I just need to be sneaky and not immediately jump into a pile of thieves. Yeah. There we go. Not even hard. We'll save again, just in case anything goes wrong. Okay. Just making sure that I've got everything. And then this guy's literally going to turn around and look and somehow not see that the black arrow is missing. Oh, nice. Didn't even mean to grab the rope on that jump, but, I mean, it worked out, so can't complain too much. Time to head up here.
The dwarves will try to slay the dragon. If they do, then the gold is ours. The Black Arrow. You stole the Black Arrow.
That's especially funny after seeing that he literally turned around and looked at where it was and didn't even see that it was gone.
Fight, goblins! Fight!
I have them right where we want them. Now if I can just get out and get to Bard, he can round them up.
You know, Bilbo, that's a genius little plan you have there. I think, as a matter of fact, that, we should do it. Did they stop fighting? The sound just kind of completely stopped. Man, I really do just feel like I'm missing something. Whatever. Not too worried about it. I mean, like I said, if I'm missing something in this level, it's not going to bother me as much as some other
The
levels.
thieves and goblins are all trapped inside.
Get into that warehouse, men! You wait here, Bilbo. The town guard will finish this. Who would have ever thought someone so small?
That said, I am
could be
pretty
so
sure I got all the
useful?
chests.
Good work, Baggins.
And maybe all the coins.
The line of Gideon has passed this arrow from father to son.
Like, I'm
since
not
it was
terribly
forged
worried
in the
about
lonely
either of
mountain.
those.
I am in your debt. Come visit me outside the Great Hall when you're ready to leave this place.
How fun. You know what? Let's check and see. That's not the button I want. Oh, nice. I actually did get everything. That's cool.
Thank
Okay.
you again, Bilbo Baggins. This town is in your debt. Good luck on the mountain, and perhaps one day we'll meet again.
Perhaps we will meet again someday. Definitely not foreshadowing anything that's coming later. But you know, I don't think I need to buy anything. I think we're gonna just
The
continue
people
on
of
from
Lake
where we are.
Town said farewell as the dwarves set out for the Lonely Mountain.
Farewell,
They
dwarves.
passed through the lands destroyed by the dragon. The desolation of
The
Smaug.
Desolation of Smaug.
High in the mountain,
That's like the name of
Bilbo
the second
saw
movie.
Thrush cracking snails. Then, as the sun set on the last
Peter
night of
Jackson
Durin's
Hobbit
day,
trilogy reference.
Bilbo saw a keyhole appear in the side of the mountain and called for the dwarves. They opened the secret passage into Smaug's lair.
How exciting.
Now is the time for our esteemed Mr. Baggins to earn his reward. You must enter the dragon's lair. Bring me the golden cup of Thor. Be careful not to wake the dragon. I suspect he will not be pleased to meet you.
You know, I think that's a good idea. I think we should go in there and get that cup. What's up,
Anyone
dwarf?
can do it. It's you, Bilbo.
I'm gonna go ahead and just talk to the dwarves out here.
A long way, Hobbit. I didn't think you had it in you. Be careful down there.
Because it's fun.
You can do this, Bilbo. You are the bravest of us all.
Ballin, come on, you should follow me into the cave. That's what you do in the books. Or the book, I mean.
Finest burglar in the
There's only
business.
one The Hobbit book.
Remember, stay away from his wings, and claws, and tail, and mouth.
That's actually kind of funny.
Boots. Truly, I don't know how you're going to do it. Use that ring of yours, Baggins. You'll need all the help you can get.
Okay, so they do know about the
Whatever
ring.
you
I couldn't
do,
remember
don't
whether
look
he
him in
told
the
them
eyes.
about the ring.
You could fall under his dragon spell.
Crazy.
Be careful, Bilbo. Dragons are not to be underestimated.
Crazy.
It's time for serious work.
Serious work.
Just thinking of that dragon makes me lose my appetite.
Alrighty.
You must enter the dragon's lair.
Yeah, you already said that. Alright, well, let's go inside of the dragon's lair in that case.
Well, now you're in for it at last, Bilbo Baggins. There
Yo,
sleeps Smaug the
it's the
Magnificent.
dragon.
If ever I am to prove my worth as a burglar, it is now.
He's ugly. He doesn't even look like Benedict Cumberbatch.
And Thorin's golden cup is right underneath his nose.
They could have at least tried to make him look like Benedict Cumberbatch. Alrighty. You know what? Let's get these chests. I think that's a fun little side activity for me to engage in, is getting these chests. You know how they say, let's get this bread? Let's get this chest. That's my motto. Let's get this chest. That's my version of get this bread.
I'd better not walk on those
Oh,
gold
right.
cords.
That's a
Too
bad
much
idea.
noise and old Smaug will roast me.
You know what? I did that on purpose to show off what happens when you step on the coins. That's what we're going with. Chest. Bro, and then there's just a save pedestal right here. And then we make the jumps. By the way, I hate these jumps because this jump especially doesn't look like you can make it with a regular jump. And then you just, like, barely can. Okay, there is actually this thing that I want to show off here in a minute when I get a chance to save again. That's not what I wanted to do. Honestly, fine, though. So long as I don't die, I'm all good. Alrighty. I mean, there's a save pedestal right here. I may as well. Okay, so I'm not counting this toward my death counter, because this is something that I'm intentionally showing off. But, okay, if you throw a rock at Smaug, obviously, you know, doesn't necessarily kill you, because just like a rock hitting him. However, if you throw a rock and do the some rock glitch, it immediately kills him, or it immediately kills you, because the game kind of assumes that you hit him with your stick, which is, you know, just a result of the some rock glitch doing its thing. Like I said, that doesn't count toward the death counter, because that's something that I intentionally showed off, that I think is kind of cool. I mean, if this caused me to die, this will count toward the death counter. However, it did not, so it does not. Coins. Alrighty. So much thing. There's another chest there. This is another place where you can kind of just make the jump that is, that normally requires you to push the block. Another spot where I kind of question the design of the level and whether this was, like, the original design or not. It's kind of cool. Alrighty. Gonna open the chest. Hello. Nice. We're just gonna jump down to over here. There we go. And now we're just gonna climb up the little tower thingy. I don't know what this is supposed to be. Oh, there's another chest down here. You know what? I want that. I want that chest. Where was it? Not even really a concern. Get on the thing, thank you. Oh, getting a little bit excited there, ain't you, Smaug? Well, you know what I think? I think I'm gonna go over and hit this little switch to open this little door. And now that the door is open, I think I'm gonna go over here to get these coins and get this necklace. Come on, let's get this bread. Alrighty. I feel like I should probably make a save, since I've collected like a bunch of stuff since then. This is my last save, at least. Ooh, there's more stuff that I can get. Actually. It's turning wild. Like, this is not how you're supposed to play this level, and I actually just do not care, even in the slightest. Hello? 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 There we go. That's where I wanted to go. I don't think I can open this little cell yet, because I think the switch for this one is like 300 miles away. And also, in an area that I'm not supposed to be able to get to while Smaug is still awake. But that's fine. I can get to that one. You know what? Let's go ahead and go over there. Why not? We'll just drop down and get the little thing. Nice. Head over here. There's so much roundaboutness that I can do. Okay, so I take it back. I do enjoy this level, but only when I'm not playing it the intended way. Anyway, I think now is when I'm going to actually go where I'm supposed to go and do what I'm supposed to do, which is go up here, climb the chains. Did I get all of the courage points? I did. Lovely. I don't like this chain. I do like this cutscene, though. Definitely a very tense moment, actually. I love the little, like, eye roll. Have to be careful here. Okay. And I'm safe. And then I believe this is where the game wants me to go. Is this way. And then back through here. We're gonna make a save just in case this tail decides to screw me up. Yeah, no, I'm glad that I did that. That tail can be the worst. It wasn't that time, but it can be. Anyway. Time to go on back out of the cave. Oh, look at that. Smoke happened to wake up just in time.
Thieves! Fire! Murder!
That's crazy.
This is indeed a cup of my grandfather. Bilbo has courage and resource far exceeding his size.
I like how he just looks at the camera.
Far exceeding the usual amounts. All of our trials have led to this moment. Now we slay the dragon Smaug.
I also like how Bilbo's eyes go wide right when Thorin says slay Smaug.
And how do we do that? You have no plan. Well, every worm has his weak spot, as my father used to say, though not from personal experience. Well, I suppose I could have a look. I do have this ring, after all. I'll creep down to the dragon's lair and see what I can see.
Excellent plan, Bilbo. Good luck.
You know what? I also like that idea. So let's go back in. I mean, it's not like Smaug is still awake or anything. He probably, you know, fell back asleep. Ah.
Thief. I smell you and I feel your air. Come into the light where I can get a look at you.
I see. So as it turns out, the dragon is still awake.
I might be able to find a weak spot if I could just get high enough to get a good look at him. If I keep the ring on, perhaps he won't see me.
I think that's a great idea, Bilbo.
Show yourself, thief.
Ah. Yes, let's go this way. Taking off the ring. So, if anyone didn't know, and apparently this isn't like super obvious to everyone the way it is to me, and the game does explain it, but a lot of, like, especially the speedrunners and stuff, tend to, like, skip the explanations and stuff. But someone in the community told me they didn't realize that when Bilbo turns, like, red like that, it's actually an indication that an enemy is looking in his direction.
You will not escape this place, burglar.
But yeah, that's what that is. That's literally the game telling you, don't take off the ring.
This is your tomb.
Man, he never shuts up. I don't think he's very happy about us being here. Okay, this is really annoying, because some of these platforms do not actually have grabbable ledges on the PC version for some reason. I couldn't tell you why. Anyway, we're just gonna kind of make a mad dash up to the top. And now that we're up here, we're gonna watch the best cutscene in the game.
Help yourself.
Pretty much
again.
just like word for word from the book. At least a portion
No,
of it.
thank you, oh Smaug the Tremendous. I only wish to see if you were as great as all the tales say.
You have nice manners for a thief. You seem to know me.
I like how Smaug has no sense of, like, sound direction. Like, I don't know what the word for it is, but, like, most people, when they hear a sound, can tell where the sound is coming from, or at least the general direction of where it's coming from. And Smaug just has none of that.
Are shields, and my breath, death.
You know, I've always understood that dragons were soft underneath.
Ha! What do you think of this?
Honestly, Bilbo should just have his ring on right now.
Flawless.
No blade can cut me, nor arrow pierce me.
Old fool, there's an empty patch on his chest.
How is Bilbo, like, hanging off the ledge?
What was that?
Well, I really must not detain your magnificence any longer.
Leaving so soon, barrel rider? Going back to those miserable tub-trading lake men?
Ah.
Burglar! Thieving lake man!
He should be able to tell I'm not one of the lake men. Like, that's kind of a discredit to Smaug's intelligence. Even though that's also exactly what happens in the book. Okay, I'm not going to try to make it any farther right now. So the thing about Smaug's fire is it's, like, weirdly precise with how it works. Like, if you're, like, in the fire a frame too early, you'll just get immediately killed. There has to be, like, literally 0 of it on screen for you to not be affected by it. Anyway.
Bilbo told them all about the hollow spot
I
on the
love,
dragon's chest.
I love this shot, by the way, with his hair just, like,
Suddenly, the wind
absolutely
howled.
on fire.
They barely made it into the secret passage before the dragon smashed the mountainside.
Uh-oh.
Bilbo and the dwarves were trapped in Smaug's lair.
We must
Alrighty.
leave this place before the dragon returns. Get us across that chasm, Bilbo.
You know what? I think that's a great idea. I think I'm gonna get on that right away next time. Yeah, no, I think I'm gonna actually cut the part here. I'll definitely come back to this in a future episode and finish this level. The Let's Play, if I had to guess, will probably be 2 more parts. But yeah, I'll definitely be back for more in the future. In the meantime, thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed this semi-sarcastic part of the playthrough. I know this one has been a lot more of me expressing my not really enjoyment with the especially with Warm Welcome. But hopefully after this level, that'll die down a bit, because I do have a bit more fun with Gathering the Clouds. But yeah, I'll come back for more of this next time, so I'll see y'all next time. Bye-bye.